Hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review. Today I'm reviewing the movie Ultraviolet. Now this was released on March 3rd, 2006. It is a science fiction action thriller that received mixed to negative reviews with critics. Currently holds a 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb, a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 73% on Google. It had a $30 million budget and it made $31.1 million at the box office. And this was written and directed by Kurt Wimmer, and it stars Mila Jovovich and Cameron Bright. And this movie follows Violet, who is a vampire who is fighting for her existence along with others, as there's a battle between her kind and the humans. And along the way, she has to protect this kid who may hold the secret or cure for her kind. And his character is 6. And throughout this movie, it's an hour and a half. She's fighting for her survival and for his as well. There's a lot of action scenes. But I found this movie just not all that interesting. I love Mila Jovovich. I love the Resident Evil franchise. I love all the movies. But this one here felt forced. The action was kind of bland, sometimes just over the top. I know in her movies in the past with the Resident Evil franchise, she's badass, and I love her character as Alice. But as Violet, I think she was trying to play the same thing, but even more over the top than the Resident Evil movies. And there's a scene in this movie where she takes on like 70 armed guys, and it's just a little over the top for me and hard to believe. And like I said, I love her to death. I love a lot of her movies. But this one, it was just for me. Like I said, some of the action scenes were okay. But the villain in this movie was god awful. And I didn't find myself enjoying it like I thought I was going to. And for it only being an hour, well, actually an hour and 25 minutes, there wasn't enough time for them to explain everything. This is the type of movie that should have been at least 2 hours, like your superhero movies are. I think this is based off a comic book, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, this movie needed to be a lot longer. It needed to expand more on the characters and their background and how this thing all got started. And I wasn't really interested in this movie. The fact that the reason I only watched it was because after a while, Mila Jovovich is in it, but she's in some, let's face it, tight spandex pants and stuff, and they have I don't know what they were thinking, but they do a close-up of her butt for I would say at least 30 seconds, if not more. I don't know what that's about, as long as they're just showing her rear end. But I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying it for the movie. I mean, I don't know about that. So overall, this movie, like I said, it was just okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. On the grade scale, that is a C minus. I thought about giving it a 4, but because it's Mila Jovovich and I love her so much, I'd stick with the 5. And, I just wish this movie would have been a lot longer. Like I said, the villain in this movie, or the bad guy, was just god awful. And if this is based off a comic book, then they got a lot of work to do if they want to try and move this along, even though they haven't made another one since, I don't believe. But this is a movie that definitely can be remade even with Mila Djokovic in it, if she had a greater script and everything, and it was longer too. But other than that, if you guys have seen this movie, give me your thoughts and opinions, and let me know in the comment section below if this is based off a comic book. I really didn't do no research for it, but uh, as I said, I watched the movie for Mila Djokovic. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like this review, hit the like button, and let's talk about movies. I love movies 24/7. I usually watch 2 to 3 movies a day, usually off my Stars channel, or if there's new ones coming out, I'll watch those. Or if there's some free movies I haven't seen, like The Tortured I reviewed earlier. That was a free movie. That's what I like to watch. The more movies, the merrier. I'm going to take advantage and watch as many as I can before my time is up, because I love movies and I love talking about it. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in my next movie review. Check you later.